Hey everyone, so this is going to be my Glee Season 3, Episode 13 Heart recap. By the way, I'm on a different angle here, so, I don't know, I kind of look like the other angle when I'm doing videos, but anyways, whatever. So this one might be really long because a lot happened, and you know I just love to blab. So, everyone is all coupley, except Kurt because Blaine is still at home, which is sad. The challenge of the week is to find the greatest love songs. They also need to raise money, which Sugar gives. Also, she is throwing a party at Breadsticks called Sugar Shack, and no single people allowed. But they still do the challenge of singing to the people who pay for a song, aka the God Squad, which I'll get into. We meet Rachel's dad's Leroy, or Leroy as Jeff Goldblum says, and Hiram. I love them. I love their bantering about Tony Danza and weird things like that. Also, they try to give reverse psychology, making it seem like they're encouraging for Rachel and Finn to get married, but really they're against it, but they want them to, you know, seem happy, and then they're trying to trick them into seeing how struggling marriage is, especially at a young age. The God Squad with the new guy Joe Hart, aka Samuel Larson, teen Jesus, very Christian and a hippie. I do remember them talking about, you know, maybe doing a possible religion storyline back on the Glee project when Cameron mentioned he was religious and wanted to do storyline, but you know, when he quit, so Samuel, you know, he said, you know, he's religious as well. So, you know, they took that one to heart and actually stuck with it. So, yeah, I love the joke. He's just so hippie and I love it. And, yeah. Kurt gets a gorilla gram. He thinks Blaine is his secret admirer. Oh, true love. You know, I'll get into that later, but, you know, I thought that was cute that he kept getting cards and just like, oh, you know, because he was depressed and now he has a secret admirer, he's happy again. Tina and Mike, Tyke is perfect. They're my other OTP for sure. Love, Love, is my favorite song from the episode. They're just wonderful and meant to be and just so cute, and they're just dancing around, and it's just such a nice, cute little song, and I think it's the song I listen to the most out of the episode. Rory and Artie have a showdown for sugar who can top one another like a real puppy. If I was a girl and somebody was wooing after me, I am a girl, what am I talking about? If, you know, if somebody was wooing after me, I would not want a puppy because I just don't do pets, okay? And my dog gets on my nerves. So I'd be like, you can have this back. I don't want it, thanks. I mean, it's cute, but it's just like responsibility. Brittany and Santana are adorable. I'm starting to ship them more again. You know, like I said before, I was starting to lose interest, but because I think Santana deserves a better girlfriend who's gonna, you know, show the real true emotions, and maybe Brittany is starting to get a hang of it. I don't know. I just, you know, I thought that was cute. Brittany made a little playlist and they had a little picture and they're about to kiss, and then Figgin stops them saying, you know, PDA, but Santana thinks it's because they're two girls and they've gotten complaints about it, and Santana sticks up for, you know, her equal rights to kiss her girlfriend and wherever she wants, like straight couples can, and they even kiss or a little peck in the scene, and, you know, so you see Finchel making out, and I wish that Blaine and Kurt were kind of like that too, which I'll discuss later as well. Finn and Rachel announced they are getting married. Kurt and Quinn are very against it. Rachel says if you can't support them, then they aren't allowed at the wedding, and wants them to be bridesmaids, even Kurt in a bridesmaid's dress. But Tina and Mike are 100% supportive of it because they believe in love. Puck thinks that they're getting married because Rachel's knocked up, but also Artie and Santana are for their choice of getting married. Probably because Artie's just, you know, in love with Sugar, I don't know, some bullshit like that. And Santana probably because of Brittany, because, you know, she believes that they should all have equal fair rights to marriage and to love whoever they want. Let Me Love You was, oh my god, swoon worthy. Artie was making me swoon. I was just like, I'll be your girlfriend. Please be my boyfriend. Just, please. I love you so much. Just, Jesus. Damn, boy. Just get it. And also Kurt looks so cute in his little pink sweater and lip singing along to the song and just getting it in the dance moves. He's like, oh yeah, oh. It was good. And oh my god, just once again he was dancing with the boys again, so bless that. I hope that sticks around, not just because Blaine's not there, but I hope that you know. Sugar loved it and jumped into his lap, into Artie's ways, and I was just like, I will take you, Artie, just please be mine. Rachel was given a singing gram from Finn. The Stereo Heart was the song. Joe was perfect and a sex god, and also Trouty Mouth. Trouty, I can handle that, and get it, Sam, just get it. He was rapping in. Mercedes sounded great. They didn't really hear much of Quinn, but they all sounded good, and Rachel looked so cute, her little red jacket or trench coat or whatever. And yeah, that was just cute. The Sam and Rachel moment was adorable. You know, at one point in time I shipped them as well. Who haven't I shipped? But yeah, Joe looks like a sex god. I think Samuel Larson is very, very, very attractive. I actually find dreads attractive, and I think he just, the bohemian kind of look, oh my god, and his smoldering eyes and his voice just, oh, yeah. That was creepy. Santana pays for them to sing to Brittany, but Joe isn't sure if he wants to sing for a gay couple, which they'll discuss later on. Roy sings Home by Michael Bublé, and I think it's a perfect song for his voice. I'm in love with that song. I freaked the fuck out when I heard it. I was like, oh my god, it's this song? Yeah, so I was excited for that. But it was a beautiful and sad performance. A part of me thinks Roy just said that he is going back home and cannot stay in America to win Sugar's vote. Because when she mentions at the party, he has to remember what she's talking about. So maybe he either, one, forgot that he was leaving, or two, he pretended just so he could win, or maybe he was gonna leave, but then he found a way to stay and still pretended that he was still going so that she could still be with him. Oh, Rory, please don't. The God Squad decides if they want to sing for gay people. Quinn and Sam immediately think it's okay, but Mercedes is unsure, which I'm disappointed that she wasn't 100% for it no matter what because of her beliefs, but you know, she's worrying about other people's thoughts on it. But it's like, girl, your best friend was gay. Like, why does it matter what other people think? If that's what you believe in, don't care what other people's thoughts are. You know, you stick to your beliefs, and everything will turn out okay because you stuck to what you believe in. Joe still still has to think about it, but Quinn says that being honest and truthful is what makes you a good Christian, and I may not be for religion, like I may not be very religious, but I think being a good person is what is important, and so I love Quinn for this because she just stuck to what she believes in, and that her religion doesn't have to be a part of what she really believes in is good, because she can have both. So, yeah, go Quinn. I love Quinn. Sam Sadie's scene. Mercedes told Shane about her kiss with Sam, and she's disappointed in herself, breaking both Sam and Shane's hearts. Singing "I Will Always Love You" perfectly. I think she sounded just as amazing. She did a very good justice to that song for Whitney Houston. But Sam is upset, and Mercedes is being a dumbass. It's kind of like Klaine season 2. When it took forever for them together. Actually, it's kind of like Finchel. Oh, good. When it took for them forever to get to they were together, then they broke up, and then, you know, they're blah, 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 their feelings, and maybe in the end they'll finally get together. So it's kind of like, you know, Klaine, where they just don't see their obvious affection for one another, but yet they've already dated and kissed and whatnot. So I guess it's kind of like a both of Finchel and Klaine, because they're both being dumbasses. The Berries, dinner theater. I love this family. The lube story, oh my god, where, you know, Bert thinks they're talking about cars and Leroy's like I think Bert and Carol are also in the idea of reverse psychology, encouraging for them to have sex and get married, so they'll fight and realize the struggles of marriage is way too soon for them to just get together. Rachel goes into season 1 style with her routine. I love that, where she's like, eh. And Finn, they argue about, or they fight because Finn has to poop, and Rachel doesn't want to hear about that in her house. And it's like, well, of course this is human nature. Then they argue what Finn will do when they're in New York and Rachel starts her career. Eventually they start arguing and snuggle and decide to go to the party. Hiram and Leroy like Finn, but don't want them to break up, but they think they're way too young. They don't tell them that, as Finn and Rachel reveal that they're getting married in May. Whatever. We find out Karofsky is back, and he's Kurt's secret admirer. He thinks he loves Kurt, but he's so lost and confused. He still hasn't come out yet, and is at his other school. Kurt lets him down, and I know it's not just because of Blaine. Kurt likes him as a friend, but David really wants to try. Kurt is proud of him though, and I really hope Kurt and Blaine discuss this in the next episode. Okay, I did mention last week that I didn't want Blaine to be the secret admirer, and I thought, that Blaine was gonna come back and say, this little cute speech to Kurt or give him something. But then once that didn't happen in the episode, I was regretful that I wanted it not to be Blaine, because I thought, that this would be a good way for them to make them stronger, for Kurt and Blaine to be stronger. It being someone else that admires Kurt, which I loved. That it, a part of me loves that it wasn't Blaine because somebody else admired Kurt for being Kurt. But they didn't have, I know it was because Dan was still on Broadway and people were still surprised he was even in this episode. But a part of me wanted it to be Blaine again. I wanted him to be the secret admirer. I wanted him to say, I love you, I admire you so much, you're beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And that never happened at all. That's why I kind of wanted it to be someone else, so then Blaine can come in saying, I love you, blah, blah, blah. Maybe a song for you, but none of that happened, which disappoints me about Glee, because I love that Brittana is now getting their romance, and they get to act like a couple, like in the hallways and stuff, and song sung for them. And I love that the way that they went for Brittana, because they deserve just as much. But now Kurt and Blaine, they never act like a relationship, and I wish they could just, I know they said I love you and all this, but, and I know they had sex and whatnot, but it's like they get 30 seconds of an episode and then they don't discuss it for another 10. So I don't understand Glee's motives here. I'm really starting to hate Glee because of that. They just have so many characters they have to focus on, and they're just not focusing on the ones that are there right now. And it's like, why can't Brittany and Santana show affection to one another, holding hands in the classroom? Why don't Kurt and Blaine? They just sit there. Like, they're in the comfort of their friends and, close people that are safe in this room, and they still don't act like boyfriends. Like, it has nothing to do with Kurt and Blaine. It's the writers themselves, and it's ridiculous. Like, I'm so happy for Brittany and Santana, but it's like, why does it matter if it's two boys and not two girls, or two popular cheerleaders and not just two misfit boys? Like, why does it matter? And just, so yes, I did want it to be Blaine in the end, because they never made up for that. They never made up for Blaine's return. So I hope they discuss this in the next episode. But I think Karofsky doesn't love Kurt. I think that he saw him as a really good friend, and he saw him as a mentor and just a really nice person. He said when he saw Kurt, it just changed everything for him. He just flaunts it, and it's just so Kurt, and he was proud to be himself, and Dave admired that. But I don't think he loves Kurt, and I don't think he challenges sexually, no matter what. Dave was gay. Like, he was born that way. Maybe Kurt helped him open up to that and maybe started it, but he was always going to be gay no matter what. And I hate when people say challenge his sexuality, he made him gay. No, he did not. He was going to be gay no matter what. And I just think that he is just so confused, and he just needs to come out, have a coming out story. Let it slowly sink in. He doesn't need a romance right now. He doesn't need that. He needs a friend, and Dave doesn't want that, obviously, because he's so conflicted, and he thinks that being gay, you need to be in a relationship quickly. But he doesn't have anyone, and maybe that's why he was quickly wanting to start a relationship, because he needed someone to be his friend, to be there for him. But he doesn't need a relationship to have that. And I just wish that we see more of Dave not just going after a boy or Kurt or anything like that, just to come out and realize this is who he is, and he's going to be stronger because of that. So and he'll be back next week apparently, so let's just get that, okay? The God Squad and Joe decide to sing for Santana and Brittany, Cherish and Cherish, which was adorable. Love is love, man, as Joe says. Brittana was adorable, and they got a real kiss, and it was great, and Brittany wraps her arms around Santana, just beautiful. Santana also looked gorgeous in this scene, I just gotta say that. Also, Puck and the sorority girls and Kurt and Artie are sad because they don't have dates. Blaine is back from the dead, cute as compact as ever, with his hard eye patches, Sugar says. Oh, Blaine. Of course he has a hard eye patch, which he says this is out for all the lovers out there. Unlike last year when Kurt said us all the singles out there, this is our year. I thought that was a cute parallel now because he has a boyfriend, and so this leads them into Love Shack. He was just so sassy with that hat, and he also just sounded hot. Like, Blaine just did that song justice. Okay. Mercedes and all the girls in the background singing. Him and Kurt were adorable. You know, Kurt just happening to have a mic right there. He's like, you want to sing? Kurt's like, no. And he just pops in to have a microphone. And I just gotta say, Kurt looked fucking gorgeous throughout this whole episode. Like, when he was in the Karofsky scene, in the beginning scene with him being sad, and him during Let Me Love You and Home, it's just like, boy, you are so gorgeous, you don't even know it. Just like, I feel like his style is being toned down as well. Not that I don't not like it, I just think him with jeans is like, him with that suit and then he had jeans on is like, that is so not Kurt. Like, where is Kurt going with this? But I think maybe he's maturing. I don't know. He still looks good. It's just, it's like, what is this Kurt? This is weird. Not weird in a bad way. It's just like not weird. But also Kurt sounded fucking hot in his lower register. Oh my god, he just hop in my Chrysler. It's as big as a whale. Like, oh my god. Blaine, you know, pulling Kurt's tie, that, you know, they're kinky, having not kinky sex, you know, they're fucking each other, okay, and hopefully at the end of the day, they're just having sex, okay, they were just all over each other's performance where he's singing, he's like, in their arms around each other, and I wish that they could just be like that all the time. I just love them so much, just please act like a couple. I wish they would add like a kiss or like a hug at the end, or I love yous, but whatever. Your what? Tin roof rusted. And Finn, oh my god, with the little, he's like, getting it? Oh my gosh. But yeah, they gave me a boner, so that's great. They're having sex. Let's just say that. But oh my gosh, they're just good. Okay, so discuss the promo for episode 14. I think it's called On My Way. Quinn and Sue are in cahoots again. Sue is preggo. Blaine sings to Kurt. Oh god. Oh my god. SOS. Like, I don't know what song it could be, but I'm very happy that they're bringing this, making up for the last episode. Maybe, you know, he says, you know, I'm sorry I wasn't there for Valentine's Day, or, you know, what they went through in the Michael episode, and he sings for him on stage, you know, he's going like this, and Kurt's sitting in the stool watching him, and it's just like, oh my god, I love them. Let's reunite their love. Like, just, I don't even care if they don't kiss, just act like a couple, yo. Just, please. I just, oh my god. That's what really annoys me about Glee. Like, I just don't even want to freaking watch it anymore sometimes. Sebastian blackmails New Directions. Make Me Hate You More. That's great. Trouble Tones get to sing in their performance and with the New Directions. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. They sounded great. Like, that's a song I would listen to all the time. Finn and Rachel get married sooner. Rachel's dads tell Bert and Carol they have to stop the wedding. Quinn is still angry that Rachel is getting married. Go fight for your woman, Quinn. For Barry shippers, you know what I mean. The songs for episode 14 are What Doesn't Kill You, Stronger, Fly, I Believe I Can Fly, Stan, Cough Syrup, Glad You Came, Here's to Us, last regionals performance ever with all of them. No. That makes me really sad. Their office looked good, very season 1, if you kind of look at the style. And I also wonder, Joe is going to eventually join the New Directions, because he still has a couple episodes left in his, you know, gig. And I wonder what song Blaine sings to Kurt. We'll find out soon, probably because First Listen Friday, and it's going to kill me waiting to know. I just want it to be romantic and just rejuvenate their relationship after Sebastian and now Karofsky. And don't think I'm a Karofsky hater, because not that I am 100 bajillion% opposed to shipping them. I mean, I am sort of multi-shipping Kurt with a lot of people now, as well as Blaine, but I always want Kurt and Blaine to be together. I just feel like they're just meant to be. This is Kurt and Blaine. They're happy. They're together. They can be themselves, and I just don't see why people want to break that up. And maybe you don't like Blaine because he sings a lot of songs, and maybe they feel like Kurt changed a little bit, but Kurt's always going to be Kurt and Blaine's always going to be Blaine, and they're always going to be Kurt and Blaine, and they're in love. Like, just let them be happy. And whether you don't ship them, but just like, know they're cute and adorable, and this is who they are. And it's just frustrating how people just automatically hate Blaine because he sings all the songs, but whatever. Maybe I'll discuss this in a different video because this is way too long. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Follow me at karofsky.tumblr.com, and I'll see you soon, hopefully sooner than next week, or next episode, so